So I will be answering some question on uh, section D of Workspace 2, which is based on reflection, and I have to answer some question to be more about my progress, personal growth, and what you have been some highlights and my disappointments throughout the course. So the first question is, what advice would you give to new students studying this course? I would say uh, be do not meet the deadlines is actually one of the things, because this course is kind of the time is more like you have actually you do not have a lot of time for your assessments and for your, because everything gonna come like sometime you will have 1 week to finish the assignment and you'll have a test at the end of the week, so it is pretty tight on the time frame. So I would recommend for the new students to know their time. And yeah, and the second question will be, what tips do you have for new student completing a portfolio tasks? I would recommend uh, e-portfolio is more like something like a group. We have group stuff activities in it, and we have if you check up with your other classmates and see what they have done and what is their work on, like what is their progress on a portfolio, or like see how they've been working on it, and have a look at their work and compare it to your work, use their feedback. That would be something good for completing a portfolio. In terms of a portfolio, which tasks did you find useful? Explain how and why they were useful. For me, I would say the Kaitiaki Tanga case study was kind of helpful, where I had to have a look at the text, a long text. I think in Kaitiaki Tanga it was about picking up a text and a case study, and then you will have to do a presentation on it. And that presentation was like we had to do it in auditorium, and we have to do a summary of our topic. I think I kind of find it more helpful because it was first thing, it was handwritten. It was kind of good for my writing. I always, when I was in high school, I was kind of struggle with my handwriting. And yeah, well, I think it was something good, and the presentation was kind of useful, because for engineers you always need to present your work, present your ideas for the other engineers, for the people, for other people. So yeah, I would say the Kaitiaki Tanga part was good, and the presentation was quite helpful in my opinion. And the other question we have in here is about so what what is your understanding of academic integrity as a student? Have you been applying these principles to your everyday life? Give an example. Well, yeah. For me, these principles, it's more kind of this course make me more responsible in my real life principle as well, everyday life responsibilities. I kind of more got more responsible for everything that I do in the life. I want to get done everything on the time. Yeah, it's kind of make me kind of do stuff on the right time, on the time that they have to be done. So yeah, and the second question is, if you could turn clock back, what would you do differently on this course? Well, if I go back to the time, I would say you would that I always, my struggle was about the time. I would say you will need a bit more time on your especially your exams. And yeah, well, because my one of my exam actually had only 2 hours, and then I thought maybe having more hours would be useful for new students, because especially if you're English is your second language, and you will be kind of more stressed out about the especially the exams, because you will need more time writing. Yeah, for a second language speakers, it's gonna be, I think they will need more time. If I go back, and I would just give more time for the exams for the student. And the last question is, where to from here? where to from here. It is more kind of uh, thinking of from where I start the course and from now where I am. It's kind of I can see a lot of the difference, a lot of growth, a lot of positive things in my life. And yeah, I was from the start when I started the course. I wasn't thinking that I will be doing a good presentation of 15 minutes talking and be confident to talk in group discussions, get involved in group discussions, talk, work as a team. These are actually all good influence that the course had on me, and yeah, I kind of think that's it.